this, then chances are you've made a very poor career choice.
Hi everybody, Lucas from PowPop here, and today we're doing a new kind of show, and this show is called BABBLIN About. What's BABBLIN about? It's really about anything, honestly, whatever I want to talk about, truthfully, in a really free-form style like this, you know, no restrictions. I can kind of just talk about whatever I want, hence the term babble. Today I've got a big thing to talk about here, and it's the teaser trailer for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Now, I don't know if any of y'all know, and I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret really quick here. I'm going to get close to the mic really quick, really close to the mic. I may or may or not be a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. Now I know this might be shocking, but trust me, we'll get through this together. Oof, oh boy, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie has been through a lot, hasn't it? It's been like, what, almost 8 or 9 years, like, since they announced the movie? Like, it was announced around the time the first game came out, I believe. Does it finally have a trailer of it is surreal and kind of terrifying? Which, I mean, it should be, you know, it's a horror movie. I was very excited to hear about it. It was unfortunate that the surprise got ruined a little bit because prior to this dropping, it leaked. Someone leaked it through, like, a survey or something. I'm not really too sure on the details, I'll be honest. But I kind of skimmed the leak trailer a little bit. I didn't watch it with sound or anything because I just didn't want to experience it like that. Also, it kind of looked really bad. But I didn't want to talk about it until it was officially out there. But we have a teaser trailer now, and oh my God, there's some juicy stuff to talk about. So right off the bat, the first thing I want to just talk about are the animatronics, the characters of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, because they literally look right out of the game. Like straight up, like they took Scott's model and bam, they have them just now. They just exist now. FNAF is real now. To no surprise, because it's the Jim Henson Company, they look incredible. But like it almost to the point was like uncanny. And you know, I guess that's both a positive and negative to it. They look exactly like the game models. However, they look exactly like the game models. Does that make sense? Does that make sense at all? You know what I'm kind of getting at here? Whereas I'm almost like taken aback by it, that I'm like, this isn't CG. This is actually like physically a tangible animatronic. And I am so excited to see more of it. Like, I really am. Even the posters, like, those weren't like CG renders of the models or the animatronics or anything. Those were the actual animatronics. It is insane how good they look. I am concerned how they'll actually move in the movie, but I have faith. It's the Henson Company. I'm not worried about that. But I have to talk about the big hot debate going on right now. It's that the animatronics have red eyes. I don't care. I think they look fine. I think this is just a case of people blowing it way out of proportion. Would have I preferred the traditional black eyes with white pupil? Yeah, I would. But I think the red eyes are fine. I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think people are blowing that way out of proportion. Not only do the animatronics look good, the set looks fucking awesome. They just made Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. They just made it real. It just exists now on that movie set, you know. It looks basically how I could have envisioned it, especially down to like the little, like, it opens with like a little promo training video. And like, that's like, yeah, this is like exactly like I have it. But also, whoa, hold on, they have fucking Centipede? Yo, Freddy Fazbear is going in. If they have Turtles in Time, I'm in. You got all my money, I'm going straight in, dude. Everything looks the part. The Office looks like The Office. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza looks like Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. The animatronics look like the animatronics. It even has the poster. I have that poster too. It's right there. We are eating good right now with this. Absolutely love it so far. And even like the cast too so far from what we've seen, you know, I gotta look up the names really quick. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Josh Hutcherson is playing Mike Schmidt, you know, the main character, the main security guard that we played as in FNAF 1. He looks as I'd imagine this character will look. No qualms at all. I think he looks great. Fucked me up that this week I realized he was the kid in both Bridge to Terabithia and Zathura. I honestly didn't make that connection until this teaser trailer dropped. He also was in like Hunger Games, but I'll be honest, guys, I haven't seen the Hunger Games like at all, so you're gonna have to fill me in on that one. Thank you. In this continuity, Mike has a sister, Abby. Well, he had a sister in the other continuity, but we might not want to talk about that right now. Mike in this movie has a sister, Abby Schmidt, who I think we see like a glimpse of her played by Piper Rubino. Is that actress's name? Yes, Piper Rubino. Also, I cannot ignore this. Matthew Lillard as William Afton. When they announced that, I was just immediately like, that is fucking perfect. I can't fucking wait. And we've only seen one frame of him, and oh my God, almost to a T how I envisioned him looking. So that is awesome. I can't wait to see how Matthew Lillard does in this movie. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for that. Now we also have, and this is going to kind of shift into another conversation topic here, Elizabeth Lail as Vanessa. Vanessa was a character in Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach who also becomes Vanny in that game. And I don't know if you know this. Oh my god, there she is! There's the lady! What's up, babe? Now that you're here, yeah. Oh no, I've been spotted. Whatever will I do? Oh, I tripped! I sure hope Vanny doesn't catch me. Vanny is my 3-minute queen. That's what it is. I like that character. I like that character a lot, even though she shows up for like 3 minutes. Are we just reusing the name, or is it gonna be a new character? Or is it gonna be Vanessa? Because there's been talks that they've signed a deal to do multiple movies if this does well, so maybe that might be a reoccurring character. She's also an officer in this movie, I believe, so kind of the same role, kind of not really, you know what I'm saying? But this is going to shift into something I did want to talk about with this, is that, what do I think about the story? Well, I've said this before on multiple streams, but I want to say it again here, because it's kind of where I'm going to document it for the most part, is that I do not think this movie is going to, like, be this magical lore piece for the FNAF lore. I've never thought that. I think going into that, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. There might be some things introduced in this movie that we can use to deduce things in the game lore. Very similar to, like, the novel trilogy, you know, Silver Eyes, Twisted Ones, and The Fourth Closet. While they have elements that have been incorporated, like, that's how we found out William Afton's name. He was name dropped in that book. I don't think you should go into this expecting this to be some, like, magical tape that's gonna, like, everything will make sense after this movie, because I just don't think that's the case, and I'm not expecting it to do that, and I think that is the best way to go into it. Just accept it as its own continuity, its own canon, and I think we're in for a good time. Now, another thing about the story I want to talk about is, what is that? I have two ideas of what this is. You know, we know that Phone Guy described, basically, when you get caught by an animatronic, they will force you into a suit where there's cross beams, animatronic parts, that are basically just gonna cut you up, make you spaghetti, you know how it works. I think it might just be a nightmare sequence, you know, maybe after, like, Mike's first night on the job, after he's told about, you know, what they're gonna do to you, or after he encountered his first animatronic. I think that might just be a nightmare sequence or something. And it's giving me hope that maybe this is going to take place over multiple days. You know, I was concerned they were going to do it as, like, Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's actually just one night. I'm kind of leaning on it being a nightmare sequence just because of how chaotic that is. And also, like, look, I know animatronic parts are animatronic parts in the FNAF universe, but you can't tell me that in universe, someone look at the animatronic is like, yo, those need buzzsaws inside. However, I have another idea of what it could be. What if this is very late into the movie and Michael was captured by William Afton, and this is like a torture device William Afton has made? 'Cause that's kind of what I feel that section is, because that was definitely something that stood out to me too. That was one of the biggest things that stood out to me, was like, I was initially kind of off guarded and I was like, this is FNAF? Like, this is Five Nights at Freddy's? And I'm like, is it really the weirdest thing? Is it really the weirdest thing out of this franchise? That there's a story where a man gives birth to Springtrap. I don't think this is the weirdest thing in Five Nights at Freddy's. Another scene of note to me when I was watching this trailer was there's a scene with Mike. He's in a forest and we see a bunch of kids who we can very much assume, especially if you look at their attires, they're supposed to be the missing kids. The ones William Afton killed, the ones possessing the animatronics. I'm curious what this scene is though, because this is Mike specifically interacting with them. Is it kind of going to be like, is it the Black Phone? Was that the movie that came out? I don't know if that was a Blumhouse production or not, but in that movie, the main character interacts with kids of the killer in that movie, and those kids teach our main character how to defend himself against this killer. I believe that's how that movie went. What if it's not like that, where the ghost kids are trying to protect Mike and get him out of this scenario the best they can? I'd imagine we were going to get ghost kids, but I didn't think they would be interacting with Mike in a way like this. And going back to them too, maybe that could be another thing with the weird kind of like Saw-esque trap. What if that's them showing like trying to scare Mike off or something like that? It could be something like that too. I don't know. Kind of regurgitating the same things I've already said now at this point, but I can't stress how much I love how good the animatronics look. To me, that was like the biggest selling point with this. They really needed to look the part, and they look exactly the part. They even have some little nuances too, like on the poster you can see Bonnie seems like he has like suspenders and his own kind of style bow tie, which is really nice. Foxy's fur flares out a little more. I'm really, really happy with it, and I think they should be happy with it too, because just look at it, man. It literally looks like you made the game real. I can't wait to see this movie on October. I forgot the date. No. On October 27th. This totally isn't like the third or fourth take of me having to say this. I loved the 360 shot too in this trailer that revealed Freddy behind Mike. That was a shot I always envisioned for this movie in my head, because you know I like movies and stuff. I went to a film school and I studied this. That was a shot when people were like, oh, Lucas, what would you want out of a Five Nights at Freddy's movie? That is that shot. I wanted that shot so much, and we got it. And Now, my only other wish is I do want to see the Foxy run, because the Foxy run is really important to me. I've explained this before on my 24-hour stream and other streams. The Foxy run jump scare is what made FNAF click for me, and I really want to see it in the movie. And I feel like they will, because that's such an iconic thing from the game. I feel like they have to do it. And I don't know, I think I might get emotional if that happens. That really might hit me in the way that I'm not expecting, and if I'm in a theater with a bunch of my friends, they're gonna see me cry over an animatronic fox running to cave my skull in. So yeah, I think that's everything I got to talk about really about the FNAF movie trailer. Now, this is only a teaser trailer. You know, there's gonna be a main trailer too, and I think after that main trailer, I'm done. I don't think I'm going to look at anything else. I'm even like debating not watching any more trailer after this, because I just want to go in and experience it. And unfortunately, a lot of modern trailers tend to spoil a lot of stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this is an experiment. I'm really hoping it works out, because I'm really trying to put a lot of love into it and a lot of character into it. If you like it, please leave a comment, like the video, share it around too. I would really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, hey, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon, all of those YouTuber funny things. I really would like to make this a reoccurring thing. I think this style could work for me really well. Give me any kind of feedback you want. I would really appreciate it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and until then, see you guys next time.